Namaste to all my viewers. My dear friends, once again I am here with a new chapter of Vistas for class 12th student. As you can see on the screen, the new chapter is the third level and is written by Jack Finney. Before moving ahead, friends, I would like to ask you a very simple question. And that question will be answered by you by giving all your comments, by putting all your comments, or I should say by dropping all your comments in the comment box. And this question will make you familiar with the chapter, will make you acquainted with the concept of the chapter. So I must say to all my children who are here at this time with me, जो भी हमारे साथ हैं, kindly drop a comment by writing present in the comment box so that I can also see that how many of you are present here. It's a live session. I can interact with you by writing the comments, and you can also interact with me so that I get to know that how many of you are here. So let's start with our chapter, that is the third level, and it is from the Vistas book. Kindly open your book, be with your book, so that whenever I'll be going to do with line-wise explanation, you will be able to understand each and everything. So I said that I was going to ask a question. Now the question is, you just tell me how many of you were or are interested in watching Doraemon, or I can say Alice in Wonderland, or have you seen Jumanji? It's a film, it's a movie. If you have seen, kindly drop a comment by saying yes or by writing yes. I feel that most of my students, most of my children must have seen it. आप में से सब ने ही देखी होगी in your childhood. अपने childhood days में most of you have seen this movie Jumanji or the cartoon Doraemon, or we can say Alice in Wonderland. The examples which I have given here right now, they all carry the same concept, and that is the concept of the time travel. So my dear friend, the third level is also based on the same concept of time travel. So you know, it's going to be fun, it's going to be full of adventure, thrill and magic when we will be going through this chapter. But before moving ahead, let's know about its author as well. Because if you do not know anything about the author, how would you make your conclusion? Yeah, how would you create your thinking about the chapter? So let's see about the things which are very popular about Jack Finney. This chapter is written by Jack Finney, and as we can see, Jack Finney's name is Walter Braden Finney. Jack Finney is known with the name of, his name is Walter Braden Finney, but he is most popularly named by the name of Jack Finney. Time period is 1911 to 1995. He was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin and lived in California and attended Knox College in Galesburg, Illinois. My dear children, Galesburg, Illinois is the very important name of the place that has been mentioned here, and you will get it in the chapter as well. ये name आपको chapter में भी सुनाई पड़ेगा और I can say दिखाई पड़ेगा. So Galesburg, Illinois is very important name over here. I told you that name of Jack Finney is Walter Braden Finney. Time period 1911 to 1995, and he was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin and lived in California and attended his college where in Galesburg, Illinois. The name of the college is Knox College. He wrote both novels as well as the short stories, but he is mostly known for his popular novels. In that, one is The Invasion of the Body Snatchers, in which aliens, they come on the earth and they take the form of human bodies. Isn't it interesting? Yes, it is. If you want to know more about it, you can see it on the internet. But today our focus is only on the third level. But this novel is also very interesting. Apart from this, he is popularly known for The Body Snatchers, which is a science fiction novel. The Body Snatchers, The Time Travel, Time and Again, which is related to the stories of time travel, The Clock of Time, I Love, Galesburg in the Springtime, and the third level that you are going to study. So let's move ahead with the next topic, means about the chapter. I hope that the things are clear, the concept is clear about the third level, and that is the time travel. On this screen you can see the characters of the story which are mentioned here. I am going to tell you that how many characters are there in the story and what is actually the gist of the chapter. So the gist of the chapter is the narrator of the story. The narrator of the story is Charlie. Narrator of the story is Charlie, who is a 31 years old dweller of the city, or you can say a commuter of the city. Commuter means when you describe Charlie, then you can write Charlie is a commuter. Commuter means a person who moves from one place to another for his or her work. That is known as commuter. So we can say Charlie is a jeweler of the city, or we can say Charlie is a commuter of the city, and his age is 31 years old. Second character of the story is Louisa. Louisa is his wife, Charlie's wife, and she also plays an important role in the story. Third character, Sam Venner. Sam Venner is the third character, and he is the psychiatrist, friend of Charlie. The present time when Charlie narrates the story, it is in the days of 1950s. Charlie narrates the story in the days of 1950. 1950s, they were the years when Charlie had started the story in this chapter, the third level. And Lisa, his wife, Sam, his psychiatrist friend. So let's see what's the problem with the Charlie. The problem with the Charlie is that he is one of the commuters of the city. Daily he is coming and going on his work. One day what happened, he was late from his office. Office से आते हुए उसे थोड़ी सी देर हो गई. So he moved to Grand Central Terminal. I'll tell you about the Grand Central Terminal on the next page. Grand Central Terminal, or you can say GCT. GCT is the world's largest railway station in New York. It is the world's largest railway station, and it is said, it is believed, ऐसा माना जाता है कि GCT पे केवल 2 लेवल हैं. It has only 2 level. And Charlie narrates in the story. The story starts with the narration, with the description that is given by Charlie. अभी हम स्टोरी पढ़ेंगे तो हम देखेंगे कि जो फर्स्ट पेज है थर्ड लेवल का, उसमें चार्ली अपनी कहानी बताना शुरू करता है. And he tells that he has visited on the third level of Grand Central Terminal. I told you that GCT or Grand Central Terminal, what is it? It is the world's largest railway station in New York. Okay, so till here are the things clear? I hope so. That the narrator of the story, Charlie, who is 31 years old commuter. Commuter means daily वो अपने घर से काम पे और then काम से घर पे आता है. So one day he was late from his office. एक दिन उसको निकलते निकलते शाम को ऑफिस से लेट हो जाता है. He entered into the GCT levels. GCT में एंटर करता है. GCT के केवल 2 ही लेवल है. One is upper level and the other one is lower level. But when he went to the second level and he had seen a doorway, he had entered into that doorway and he was lost. From there, in the story, he has entered to the third level, which has the description of the days of 1894. I hope the things are clear. चार्ली जो कि नैरेटर है वो ऑफिस से घर आता है. रास्ते में ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल से ट्रेन पकड़ने जाता है. वहां पे जब सेकंड लेवल पे वो जाता है तो ही हैड सीन अ डोरवे. उसे एक डोरवे दिखाई देता है. वो डोरवे में एंटर करता है और वहां उस डोरवे में एंटर करने के बाद ही रीच्ड to the third level. He reached to the third level. He reached to the third level, and that third level denotes the time period of when? It denotes the time period of 1894. मीन्स वो टाइम ट्रैवल करके 1950 से कहाँ पहुंच गया? 1894 में. सो दिस इज द मिस्ट्री, दिस इज द सस्पेंस कि चार्ली कैसे पहुंचा वहां पे. हाउ डज ही गेट द थर्ड लेवल? What is the significance of the third level? क्या कहानी है इसके पीछे? ल्यूजा क्या रोल प्ले करती है? या सैम जो उसका साइकियाट्रिस्ट फ्रेंड है उसे क्या बताता है इस थीम के बारे में? दैट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग, वेरी एडवेंचरस एंड वेरी थ्रिलिंग एज वेल. सो लेट्स सी the part of the story. Before this, you should know about the Grand Central Terminal. I hope that the things are clear. There is narrator. Name of the narrator is Charlie, who is 31 years old, and he is a commuter. One day he was returning from his office. He entered where? On the Grand Central Terminal, or you can say on the Grand Central Railway Station. When he reached over there, he passed on the second level. Second level, he got the doorway, and by that doorway, he entered to the third level, which has no existence in the reality. Third level का reality में कोई existence नहीं है, फिर भी चार्ली थर्ड लेवल पे पहुंच जाता है. कैसे, क्यों, कब, कहाँ? That we will see in the story. But first, we should gather some information about GCT. Yes, Grand Central Terminal. As you can see over here, Grand Central Terminal, it is the largest world station. It is the largest world station, and some points are written here over which will be helpful for you in understanding about the story. So Grand Central Terminal located on 42nd Street. It is located on 42nd Street. Yes, let's see. It is located on 42nd Street, Park Avenue, in Midtown Manhattan, New York. That is the location of the Grand Central Terminal, which is situated in New York City, and the world's largest terminal, or we can say the world's largest railway station. The largest train station in the world in terms of area occupied around 49 acres. The area which has been occupied by this terminal is 49 acres. Can you believe? 49 acres में ये पूरा स्टेशन फैला हुआ है, and it has around 44 platforms with 67 tracks, and it is assumed that more than one people are using it in a week. 41 tracks at the upper level and 26 on the lower level. So we can say there are only two levels. One is upper level and the other one is lower level. This is the picture. This is the picture of Grand Central Station, Grand Central Terminal, and you can gather, if you are interested in gathering more information, then you can search it through the internet as well. So let's come to the story. इस GCT में केवल दो level हैं. On the internet as well, this is the information that it has only two levels. But Charlie की problem क्या है? Charlie has gone to the third level. Charlie third level पे चला जाता है, which does not really exist. Okay, so that is the story, that is the theme. I hope all the things are clear. Before moving ahead with the story, once again I would like you to just recollect all the things which I told you in the beginning. First of all, this story is dependent on the concept of time travel. There is one narrator. Name of the narrator is Charlie. Its age is 31 years old. And what's the problem with Charlie? Charlie has reached to the third level. Third level means in the days of 1894. And presently where was he? Presently he was in the days of 1950. कहानी है 1950s की, बट GCT के थर्ड लेवल से वो मूव करता है 1894 में. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. और इस प्रॉब्लम के साथ कहानी स्टार्ट होती है. ही कम्स टू हिज डॉक्टर फ्रेंड सैम. As I told you in the beginning, सिर्फ तीन ही कैरेक्टर हैं, चार्ली, लुइसा एंड सैम. So with this problem, he comes to Sam. Let's see what happened next. This is the starting of the story. The president of the New York Central and the New York, New Haven and Hartford Railways. Presidents of New York Central, New York and New Haven, Hartford Railroads. They can swear, they can take an oath. Will swear means कसम खा सकते हैं, ये लोग कसम खा सकते हैं on a stack means collection of something. You can say pile or you can say a collection of something. किसी चीज का ढेर. तो यहाँ पे किस चीज का ढेर है? Of timetables. All these names which are given over here, the presidents of all these places, इन सारे प्लेसेस के प्रेसिडेंट्स टाइम टेबल के स्टैक पे कसम खा सकते हैं. क्या कसम खा सकते हैं? दैट देयर आर ओनली टू. दैट ऑन द ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल देयर आर ओनली 2 लेवल्स. ये सारे लोग, ये जितने प्रेसिडेंट्स हैं इन प्लेसेस के, कहाँ के? न्यूयॉर्क सेंट्रल के, न्यूयॉर्क, न्यू हेवन, हार्टफोर्ड रेलवे रोड्स, ये सब कह सकते हैं, ये सब कसम खा सकते हैं. दे विल स्वेयर ऑन व्हाट? They are saying, they are proving that there are only 2 levels. केवल 2 लेवल हैं ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल पे. But I say, who is I over here? I is the narrator. I is the narrator and that is Charlie. Charlie कहता है, but I say there are 3. Charlie कहता है, no, you all are wrong. सबके सब गलत हो. There are 3 levels on GCT. How? Because I have been on the 3rd level of the Grand Central Station. Because he says further that he is not only telling us that there is 3rd level, but he has also been there. वो सिर्फ कह ही नहीं रहा है कि यहाँ पे 3rd level है, but वो वहाँ पे जा चुका है. Where? On the 3rd level. Yes, I have taken the obvious step. Yes, I have taken the obvious step. Now the Charlie is saying, आफ्टर गोइंग ऑन द 3rd लेवल, जो कि सब लोग कह रहे हैं डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट इन रियलिटी, जो रियलिटी में नहीं है, ही हैज टेकन द ऑब्वियस स्टेप. ऑब्वियस स्टेप व्हाट वाज? गोइंग टू द साइकियाट्रिस्ट फ्रेंड. अगर हम ऐसा कुछ कहते हैं जो अनबिलीवेबल होता है, तो हम, इट मीन्स we need to consult the doctor who has a specialization in mental illness. So same thing was done by Charlie as well. Charlie was proving, Charlie was stick to the point that he has gone to the 3rd level of the Grand Central Station, which does not exist in reality. So उसने एक ऑब्वियस स्टेप लिया, एक कॉमन सा स्टेप लिया कि ऐसा मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ. ही थॉट कि ऐसा मेरे साथ क्यों हुआ, जब है नहीं रियलिटी में तो मैं कैसे जा सकता हूँ. माइट बी कुछ दिमाग में लोचा हो गया है, देयर इज समथिंग प्रॉब्लम इन माई माइंड. सो his obvious step was, his next step was to consult to his psychiatrist friend. वो अपने psychiatrist friend के पास जाता है with the same problem. What is the problem with the Charlie? The problem with the Charlie is that he has been to the 3rd level, which does not exist in reality. So write the first question, students. What is the problem with Charlie, the narrator of the story, for which he went to consult the doctor? What is the problem with the Charlie for which he went to consult the doctor? किस problem के लिए वो Charlie से वो साइकेट्रिस्ट फ्रेंड से मिलने जाता है. सो द प्रॉब्लम इज हिज विजिट टू द 3rd लेवल विच डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट इन रियलिटी. आई होप दैट द थिंग्स आर क्लियर टिल हियर. Then I talked to a psychiatrist friend of mine among others. So he had a talk with whom? With his psychiatrist friend of mine. Mine means of him. वो अपने एक psychiatrist friend के पास जाता है. I told him about the 3rd level at Grand Central Station. And he had done the obvious step. वो वहाँ गया. He went to his friend and he talked with him. he told him about his visit to the third level. अपनी visit के बारे में बताता है. And he said it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. He said it. What is it here? I told you in the beginning as well, when I started with my mother at 66 in the previous video, that from this year reference to context would be there from prose as well and from your poetry part as well. So for doing that reference to context, each and every line of the chapter of the prose, whatever chapters there are of each and every chapter and each and every poem must be clear to you. From anywhere the question can be asked. कहीं से भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. इट कैन बी आस्क्ड कि व्हाट इज इट हियर. What is it here? He said it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. And who is he here? किसने कहा? He said. किसके पास गया है? चार्ली. Charlie visited to his psychiatrist friend. तो it's most obvious he is his psychiatrist friend, means Sam Venner. I told you the name that in the starting when I was telling you about the description of the characters. एक Charlie that we are reading about the problem of Charlie and all. Lisa अभी तक नहीं पढ़े, but she is his wife, and Sam, third character. So he is over here. Who is he? His psychiatrist friend Sam. Level at Grand Central Station, and he said it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. उसने कहा, क्या कहा? That it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. Waking means जागते हुए. Dream means सपने देखना. Means the thing that you are telling me. Means it जो है आपका, it means visiting. It is visit. It denotes here Charlie's visit to the Grand Central Terminal. It यहाँ पे refer करता है, or you can say it denotes here Charlie's visit to the third level of the Grand Central Terminal. You all are connected live to me. I can see your comments. So whatever question I am asking, just drop your comments, write it and drop your comments in the comment box. What is it here? It refers to the Charlie's visit on the third level, which does not exist in reality. So psychiatrist friend means Sam बोलता है that it is your waking dream. तुम जागते हुए सपना देख रहे हो. It is not going to be true. It is not true. It does not exist in reality. So don't believe on it. It is waking dream wish fulfillment. He said I was unhappy. He again who is? He कौन है यहाँ पे? He has Sam. He said. Sam ने कहा. Sam ने किसको कहा? Sam said to Charlie. Sam ने Charlie को बोला. क्या बोला? I was unhappy. Sam said Charlie was not happy with the present situation. क्यों unhappy था? You will get this answer in the next line. The reason of visiting to the third level that Sam had told to Charlie, that is, क्या बताया Sam ने? You visited to the third level. It is not the reality. It is your waking dream wish fulfillment. Means आप जागते हुए सपना देख रहे हो, and that is just because you are not happy with your present situation. उसने ये लॉजिक दिया, ये रीजन दिया कि आप जो है 1950s, he was in which year? In those years of 1950s. He was in the years of 1950s में था वो, और तो उससे कहा कि तुम वहाँ की जो प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन है उससे खुश नहीं हो. You were unhappy. That made my wife kind of mad. And after listening this, his wife was a sort of, means she was thinking that what happened to her husband, and she was much more worried for her husband. अपने husband के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा दुखी थी, because psychiatrist told that he was not happy. So that's why whatever things that he was telling, all the things were his imagination or his fantasy, or you can say hallucination. सब डॉक्टर ने उसको बताया और उसकी वाइफ को बताया. तो his wife didn't feel good. She was feeling as if that she was going a sort of मैडनेस, वो मैडनेस के थ्रू जा रही है, मैडनेस थोड़ी थोड़ी सी पागल, उसे ऐसा लग रहा था कि ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है, इट्स क्रेजी दैट हर हस्बैंड हैड गॉन टू द प्लेस विच डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट इन रियलिटी. He said I was unhappy that made my wife kind of mad. इतना सुनते ही उसकी वाइफ जो है वो पागल हो गई. But he explained that he meant that modern world is full of insecurity. After that, he started explaining the reason behind it. He said modern world means which days? 1950s. साइकेट्रिस्ट फ्रेंड ने सामने एक्सप्लेन करना स्टार्ट किया कि मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड मीन्स द डेज ऑफ 1950 दे वर फुल ऑफ, किससे भरे हुए हैं? फियर, वॉर, वरी एंड ऑल द रेस्ट ऑफ इट, एंड दैट आई जस्ट वांट टू एस्केप. दैट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. इट इज आस्क्ड दैट व्हाट्स द रीजन of Charlie's visit to the third level as per Dr. Sam. Dr. Sam ने क्या reason दिया? What is the reason that described by Dr. Sam for Charlie's visit to the third level? So Dr. Sam ने बोला, Sam Wenner ने बोला, his psychiatrist friend, इसने कहा, you are not happy with this present situation. Charlie is not happy with the present situation because present situation or the modern world is full of sadness, depression, worries, tension, fear, war, and he wanted to escape from it. चार्ली वहां से भागना चाहता था, उन सारी मुसीबतों से दूर जाना चाहता था, दूर किसी ऐसे प्लेस पे जहां पे पीस हो, कंफर्ट हो एंड रिलैक्सेशन हो. सो दैट्स व्हाई ही वाज wandering on the third level. That was the explanation, that was the logic which was given by Dr. Sam, his psychiatrist friend. Okay, so who doesn't? Everybody I know wants to escape, but they don't wander down into any third level of Grand Central Station. Charlie ने कहा, well, you may be right, but it doesn't mean that I move to the third level. And anyone who doesn't want to escape from these kinds of situation, कौन रहना चाहता है ऐसी situation में? कोई भी gentleman या gentlewoman doesn't want to live in this kind of situation. कोई भी ऐसी situation में नहीं रहना चाहेगा जहाँ पे fear हो, war हो, worry हो, troubles हो, pain हो. कोई रहना चाहेगा? No, not even a single person. Charlie says further that इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं that everyone should go to the third level. हर कोई भागना चाहता है ऐसी सिचुएशन से, तो why only me visited to the third level? That logic, that genuine point was raised by Charlie after listening to the Sam's conclusion about his problem. I hope that the things which are given on this page are clear to you. So if yes, kindly drop your comment in the comment box. It's a live session. Again I am saying I can see your comments, I can interact with you as well. अगर आपको यहाँ तक सारी लाइन समझ में आ गई है, then you can drop your comment in the comment box. Again, just have a look of the story that Charlie, who is 31 years old commuter, once he visited to the third level which does not exist in reality. So its obvious step was he went to have a consultation with his doctor friend, with his psychiatrist friend, that is Sam. वो Sam के पास अपनी problem को लेके जाता है. That he went to the third level. He went to the third level. For that, with this problem, he went to his doctor friend Sam. Okay. So after visiting over there, Sam ने कहा, after listening to his problem, Sam said that Charlie was not happy with the present situation of 1950s. Charlie situation से, world के situation से happy नहीं था. That's why he selected this way of wandering on the third level. But Charlie इसको refuse करता है. Charlie कहता है, no, it's not right, because everyone wants to escape from this situation. हर कोई इससे भागना चाहता है, but it doesn't mean that they are wandering on the third level. That is the gist of this paragraph. Let's move on to the other. And you know friends, अगर इस chapter को आप अपने प्रेजेंट डे की सिचुएशन से रिलेट करें, देन इट इज़ वेरी मीनिंगफुल। आप देखो आजकल की जो सिचुएशन हो रही है, हम लॉकडाउन में हैं, हमें फियर है, क्या पता सिचुएशन सही होगी या नहीं होगी, हम वरीड हैं, हम ट्रबल में हैं, हम पेन में हैं। सो जैसा कि चार्ली बोल रहा है कि कैन एनीवन और डज एनीवन वांट टू बी इन दिस काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन, क्या अगर हम अपने से रिलेट करें चार्ली के कैरेक्टर को, तो क्या हम इस सिचुएशन में रहना चाहेंगे? नो, बट इट डजंट मीन that we are visiting at some place which doesn't exist in reality. Okay, but yes, we can overcome this pain by diverting our attention for some time, by molding ourselves towards spirituality. Some who are interested in listening to the music, they are diverting themselves to that extent, to that place, or by listening to the music they can have a very good time. For a time being they can save themselves from this pain and from this fear, worry and trouble that we can say. तो वही अगर हम इसको relate करके देखें, so that is you will be able to understand the chapter. चार्ली भी यही कहता है कि इस सिचुएशन में जो आज की है हमारी सिचुएशन, उसी सिचुएशन में वो 1950s में था। 1950s, दैट वाज द वॉर टाइम, फियर, वॉर, वरी, एवरीथिंग वाज देयर। ही डिडंट वांट टू बी देयर इन दैट सिचुएशन। तो सैम ने उसको रिलेट करते हुए बोला, सैम सेड यू वेंट टू द थर्ड लेवल जस्ट बिकॉज यू वांटेड टू एस्केप फ्रॉम इट। सो लेट्स सी आफ्टर दैट, but that is the reason, he said, and my friends all agreed. But that is the reason, he said that is the reason. What is the reason? What is the reason ever here? The question can be asked, what is the reason? What the reason that was given by Sam? So Sam had given the reason that he was not happy with his situation. He was troubled by the pain, fear, war and worry. So that's why he escaped from there. And my friends all agreed. And his friends, my friends means Charlie's friend, they all were agreed with Sam's observation and with Sam's logic. Everything points to it, they claimed. उन्होंने कहा everything points to it, they claimed. Again, what is it here? It, his problem, Charlie की problem. हर उसने कहा कि everything, whatever you do, whatever Charlie was doing at that time, जो कुछ भी चार्ली कर रहा था, उसका बिहेवियर जो था वो किसकी तरफ पॉइंट आउट करता था? हिज एस्केप फ्रॉम द रियलिटी। दे क्लेम, दे मीन्स उसके फ्रेंड्स, चार्लीज फ्रेंड, दे हियर रेफर टू चार्लीज फ्रेंड्स। माई स्टैम्प कलेक्टिंग फॉर एग्जाम्पल दैट्स अ टेम्परेरी रेफ्यूज फ्रॉम रियलिटी। और उन्होंने कहा कि दैट ही वॉज इन्वॉल्व इन अ हैबिट ऑफ स्टैम्प कलेक्शन। Who was involved in a habit of stamp collection? Charlie. Charlie was involved in the habit of stamp collection. Charlie जो था वो उसकी एक हैबिट थी। क्या हैबिट थी? उसे इंटरेस्ट था किस चीज़ में? स्टैम्प कलेक्शन में। उसे मज़ा आता था स्टैम्प कलेक्ट करने में। एंड नॉट ओनली ही, his grandfather was also involved in it. And he had a lot of collection of the stamps. So he was continuing with his grandfather's habit. ये हैबिट उसके ग्रैंडफादर में भी थी, सो ही वॉज कॉन्टिन्यूइंग विद इट। ये उसकी हैबिट थी। तो सभी ने कहा कि तुम्हारी ये जो हैबिट है ये भी इसी की तरफ इशारा करती है, दैट यू वांट टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द रियलिटी। क्योंकि तुम्हारी जो स्टैम्प कलेक्टिंग की habit है, that is a temporary refuge from reality. That can be said that you are involved in the stamp collection just because you wanted a temporary refuge. Refuge means shelter. का जो स्टैम्प कलेक्शन की हैबिट है वो तुम इसलिए करते हो बिकॉज यू वॉन्ट टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द रियलिटी। तुम अपने रियलिटी से भागना चाहते हो, सो थोड़ी देर के लिए तुम्हें अच्छा लगता है इफ यू गो विद योर स्टैम्प कलेक्शन हैबिट। इससे पहले मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया था ना कि अगर सिचुएशन वर्स हो जाती है तो हम अपने आप को क्या करते हैं? अपने आप को डाइवर्ट करते हैं उस सिचुएशन से। जिसे गाना पसंद है वो गाना सुनता है, जिसे स्टोरीज पसंद है वो स्टोरीज सुनता है, सो दैट वी कैन कम अप विद न्यू पॉजिटिविटी। तो वही सैम भी कह रहा है और उसके फ्रेंड्स भी वही कह रहे हैं कि तुम्हारी जो हैबिट्स हैं वो भी इसी तरफ पॉइंट आउट कर रही हैं दैट यू वांट टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द रियलिटी। एंड व्हाट वाज द हैबिट ऑफ Charlie? So stamp collection was the habit of Charlie. वेल मे बी, चार्ली कहता है यस हो सकता है, मे बी, बट माई ग्रैंड फादर डिड नॉट नीड एनी रिफ्यूज फ्रॉम रियलिटी. बट वो फर्दर अपना लॉजिक देता है. ही वॉज नॉट अग्री विद द लॉजिक दैट वॉज गिवन बाई सैम. तो वो आगे कहता है वेल मे बी यू आर राइट, बट लिसन वन थिंग, listen to my point, and that is my father did not need any refuse from the reality. वो कहता है मेरे grandfather, he was also involved in the stamp collection, and in those days of 1890s, उस समय तो चारों तरफ peace थी, calmness थी, सब they were having an ample of time, सबके पास बहुत सारा समय था, सब बहुत खुश थे. Then why? Now you tell me, why was my grandfather involved in the stamp collection? अगर ऐसा है तो मेरे grandfather भी तो involved थे इस stamp collection में, but they didn't want any refuse from the reality. लेकिन उन्हें तो किसी reality से भागने की जरूरत नहीं है. अगर आप ये excuse दे रहे हो, वो सैम से बोलता है, अगर आप ये excuse दे रहे हो that I went on the third level just because I wanted to escape from the reality, I wanted to escape from fear, war, worry, present day problems, so that's why I went over there. So let me tell you one thing. वो कहता है कि let me tell you one thing, एक चीज मैं बता दूं कि मेरे ग्रैंडफादर भी इन सब चीजों में इन्वॉल्व थे. इन सब चीजों में मीन्स he was also involved in stamp collection, but he at that time didn't want any shelter from the reality, didn't want any refuge from the reality. In his day, from all I hear, and he started, from reality, things were pretty nice and peaceful. इस लाइन से we are getting to know. इस लाइन से हमें पता चलता है he says कि grandfathers के दिनों में मीन्स 1890s में चीजें जो कैसी थी, बहुत ही अच्छी थी, pretty nice थी और peaceful थी. But then too he was involved in stamp collection. From all I hear, and he started my collection. और उन्होंने ही चार्ली का कलेक्शन स्टार्ट किया था. He was continued with the same collection. वो सारा कलेक्शन जो उसके ग्रैंडफादर ने करके रखा था, it was with Charlie only. It is a nice collection too. Blocks of 4, practically every US issue, stamps which were issued at that time. They were with Charlie, collected by his grandfather in the blocks of 4. Means 4 के blocks जो थे वो चार्ली के grandfather के पास रखे हुए थे, and that collection was with Charlie now. Grandfather is dead, but that collection was with Charlie now. चार्ली के पास वो collection है अभी. First day covers और क्या collect करते थे? First day covers and so on. President Roosevelt collected stamps too. और वो बताता है, अपने लॉजिक को और ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग करता है, एंड ही सेज कि डू यू नो, क्या आप जानते हो कि प्रेसिडेंट रूजवेल्ट थे, ही वॉज ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व इन द हैबिट ऑफ स्टैम्प कलेक्शन. उनकी भी हैबिट थी स्टैम्प को कलेक्ट करने की. सो नाउ यू टेल, वो सैम से पूछता है, आप भाई बताओ मुझे कि क्यों तुम मेरी स्टैम्प कलेक्शन की हैबिट को थर्ड लेवल से विजिट, स्टैम्प कलेक्शन की हैबिट को मेरी विजिट से जोड़ रहे हो, कनेक्ट कर रहे हो. देयर इज नो कनेक्शन. क्योंकि एक बार को अगर मैं मान भी लूं तुम्हारी बात कि मेरी जो हैबिट है वो इसी की तरफ इशारा करती है कि आई वॉन्ट टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द रियलिटी, सो लेट मी टेल यू वन थिंग. वो क्लैरिफाई करता है इन चीजों के कि मेरे ग्रैंडफादर भी इन्वॉल्व थे किसमें, स्टैम्प कलेक्शन में, बट एट दैट टाइम थिंग्स वर वेरी पीसफुल. Everyone was living in peace, in calm surroundings, so he didn't want to escape from the reality. And one more point he had given, that President Roosevelt, he was also involved in the stamp collection. Now the important questions that can be asked related to this much content that I taught you today. The most important question is, what is the third level? What is the third level? I hope that the answer is clear to you. The third level is a medium of escape from the modern world's reality, fear, war, worry, sadness, depression, insecurities. And through this medium, he reached in the days of 1890s, when the days were peaceful without any problem. So you can say it is a medium of escape for चार्ली। ये चार्ली के लिए एक मीडियम बना एस्केप का, और जहां से वो कहाँ पहुंच जाता है, अपने चाइल्डहुड डेज में in Galesburg, Illinois in the days of 1894. So I hope that the things are clear till here. आपको जो questions करने हैं वो हैं what is the third level, and the second is what did Sam tell about his problem, tell about Charlie's problem. What did Sam tell about Charlie's problem? So that you need to write in your copy कि क्या बताया सैम ने, कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है. सैम what is the problem that was shared by Sam. सैम ने क्या बोला? सैम ने बोला because he wanted to escape from the reality. That was the problem. So guys, thank you. I hope that this lesson, whatever part I have taught you today, it is clear to you, and you will get to know by dropping your comment in the comment box. And rest of the chapter, rest of the mystery, rest of the suspense, I should say, we will read in the next video. But till then, you should read all the things, all the lines which are included in this till here, so that each and every line should be clear to you. और अगर आपको कोई problem है, then you can ask me. Also, you can ask me, you can send the messages to me. I will definitely reply to you. Namaste friends, again I welcome you all on this very platform of Education Boat with the next part of the story, the third level. Friends, we have already discussed a few part of this story in the first video as well. So those who have not seen, first you are requested to go to visit to the first part and see that, so that you will be able to understand the further story. And those who have already seen it, it is well and good. We will continue together. So let's recall the things about the first part. We have read in the first part about the narrator, about the writer who is Walter Braden Finney, about the Charlie's fantasy that he had visited on the third level, which does not exist in reality. With this problem, Charlie went to his psychiatrist friend Sam Venner, and Sam's observation about his problem. Charlie was not agree with the Sam's observation, and he had given two logics. One is about his grandfather and the second one is President Roosevelt. Till here we have already read, so let's just come with me and we will continue the further story. We will see what happens next. So let's see together. We need to start from here. Anyway, here is what happened at Grand Central. One night last summer, I worked late at the office. This part narrates Charlie's visit to the third level. Here Charlie is narrating the story. Till then we have read that Charlie with his problem went to his friend Sam Venner. And now here he is telling to his readers that what exactly happened with him. क्या हुआ था उसके साथ? How did he visit to the third level? And what did he feel at that time? That we will see in this part. So let's see. Anyway, here's what happened at Grand Central. Charlie is saying that what has happened on the Grand Central, that he is going to tell you. One night last summer, I worked late at the office. The problem was that the last summer night, one of the last summer nights of his life, he worked late night at the office, so he was late in reaching to his house. I was in a hurry to get uptown to my apartment, so I decided to take the subway from Grand Central because it is faster than the bus. My friends, underline this one, this line, the last line. He has decided to take the subway rather than taking the bus. What's the reason behind? The reason is because taking subway is much faster than the bus. So this question can be asked from here. Why did Charlie take subway from Grand Central Station rather than taking the bus? So your answer is because the subway is much more faster than the bus. I hope that this paragraph is clear. It narrates only this thing, that one last summer night Charlie was late in reaching to his house, so he decided to go from where? From the subway of the Grand Central Station. एक रात उसे काम करने में लेट हो गया ऑफिस में, तो उसने डिसाइड किया कि आज वो सबवे से जाएगा, ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल से जाएगा, rather than taking the bus. Now I don't know why this should have happened to me. Now the Charlie is saying he was not knowing about कि whatever was happened with him on that particular night. Whatever was happened, whatever here means to his visit to the third level. He is saying that he doesn't know what has happened with him and why. I am just an ordinary guy named Charlie, 31 years old. Here he introduces himself. यहाँ वो Charlie अपने आप को introduce करता है and he says that his name is Charlie and he is 31 years old. And I was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. Underline it, and some important point that on that particular night he was wearing a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. My friends, this is the attire that was prevalent in those days. That was very common in the days of 1950s. 1950 में ये attire बहुत common था amongst the men. What was common? Tan gabardine suit and a straw hat with a fancy band. चार्ली बता रहा है कि वो भी एक ऑर्डिनरी गाय है, वो भी एक कॉमन सा आदमी है, जैसे कि सब वहां पे थे ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल पे. ऑन दैट नाइट ही वॉज ऑल्सो behaving like a common man. He was looking like a common man. He was wearing a tan gabardine suit with a straw hat with a fancy band. Let me show you what is tan gabardine suit. So let's see, this is the description of the tan gabardine suit. This is the tan gabardine suit that was very common in the days of 1950s, and Charlie was wearing this. And this is a straw hat. A straw hat which is made up of straw, and it has a fancy band around it. This is the fancy band and this is the straw hat. So I hope that the things are clear now to you, that these are the two things. This is the attire in which the narrator of the story, Charlie, was on that particular night when he visited to the subway of the Grand Central Terminal. So let's see further in the story. So let's again come to the first part of the story. Yes. Named Charlie, 31 years old, and I was wearing a tan gabardine suit with a straw hat with a fancy band. That I told you, I had shown you the kind of suit and the hat that he was wearing on that particular night. I passed a dozen men who looked just like me. And it was not any uncommon thing, it was not any strange thing. ऐसी कोई असाधारण बात नहीं थी. जितने भी लोग थे वहाँ पे, जितने भी men थे on Grand Central Terminal, they all were wearing the same attire. Tan gabardine suit with a straw hat. और यही उन दिनों का फैशन था, यही उन दिनों का अटायर था. And I wasn't trying to escape from anything. I just wanted to get home to Lisa, my wife. And he says that in the story, he says that, and he wasn't trying to escape from anything, as Sam told him that he wanted to escape from the modern world's war, fear, securities and sadness, but Charlie was not agree with it. Charlie says that the night when he went on to the third level of the Grand Central Terminal, he was looking like a common man. He worked late at night in the office, so he was in a hurry in reaching to his house. So that is why he had taken a decision to move from the subway of Grand Central Terminal rather than taking the bus, because it was much more faster than the bus. He introduced himself over here. He is Charlie, 31 years old guy, and he was looking a common sort of person like others, and he was wearing a tan gabardine suit with a straw hat. I turned into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue and went down the steps to the first level. And after that he narrates the story. Now he had come out from his office and he moved towards the Grand Central Terminal. So these are the landmarks. How is he going to reach onto the Grand Central Terminal? That is the most important question, and it will be asked. It can be asked. It can be asked as a long answer in 120 to 150 words. So you must know all the landmarks, that how did he visit onto the third level of Grand Central Terminal. So let's see over here. I turned into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue. Main point over here, Vanderbilt Avenue. Vanderbilt Avenue, it is a place in the New York City, and he says when he came out from his office, he had taken a turn from where? From Vanderbilt Avenue and went down the steps to the first level, from where you take trains like the 20th Century. He says he had come out from his office, he had taken a turn from the place that is known as Vanderbilt Avenue. Vanderbilt Avenue से उसने turn लिया, turn होके he went down the steps and he reached on the first level of the Grand Central Terminal. The specification of the first level is, then I walked down another flight to the second level, where you take the trains like the 20th Century, and the specification of the first level is given over here, that intercity trains leave from the first level. Level wise description is given over here. GCT, I told you in the beginning also in the first part कि GCT के दो level हैं. It has two levels. First level, trains are leaving from one city to another city. वहाँ पे intercity trains चलती हैं. And on the second level, intra-city trains are leaving from the second level. Means suburban areas में, आस पास के areas में अगर जाना होता है तो a person must go to the second level, not on the first level. So that's why Charlie didn't stop on the first level, क्योंकि first level से उसे ट्रेन मिलने वाली नहीं थी. उसे कहाँ जाना था? उसे तो suburban area में जाना था, आस पड़ोस के इलाके में जाना था. And first level is meant for what? First level is meant for the trains which are going from one city to another city like 20th Century. Then I walked down another flight to see the second level, and after that he again came down to the second level. And second level is meant for what? Second level, I told you, is meant for the suburban trains. Suburban trains leave from. Means from the second level, suburban trains are leaving from one town to another town, you can say, or you can say intra-city trains or local trains. Dug into an arched doorway heading for the subway, and after that on the second level only he had entered in an arched doorway. On the second level he had seen a doorway. He was exploring the second level. He was moving here and there, and suddenly he had seen, might his train was late or something, so he was exploring the second level and he had seen a doorway. And that doorway of arch shape means circle shape, जैसे arch का shape होता है, like that shape a doorway was there. Not particularly circle shape, but it is something like this. Arched doorway. There was a doorway that was arched. Upper part of that doorway was in an arch shape. Dug into an arched doorway. Dug means entered inside that doorway by lowering his head quickly. By lowering his head, he had entered inside an arched doorway. Where is this? Arched doorway is on the second level. Okay, so he had entered and then heading for the subway. He had entered in this doorway, and from here he had entered in a subway. He had entered in a subway and had got lost. This is the story till the second level, and you must keep all the points in your mind. He came out from his office, taken a turn from Vanderbilt Avenue, went to the Grand Central Terminal first level, but from the first level trains are leaving from one city to another city. That is of no use for Charlie, so he came down on the second level, and on the second level he entered into an arched doorway, moved into a subway and got lost. Till here it is the way, it is the route to the second level and the place where he has been lost. So let's see afterward. That is easy to do. And Charlie is saying, here he has twisted the thing. He was telling about his route to the third level, but here he started telling about his experience on the second level, about his experience on the Grand Central Terminal. यहाँ से थोड़ी सी बात वो चेंज करता है और अपना रूट बताने की जगह वो ये बताने लगता है कि ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल पे उसने क्या फील किया. He says that is easy to do. That is, what is that is here. ऐसा करना बहुत आसान है. It is not a big deal. What is not a big deal? Being lost on the Grand Central Terminal. Grand Central Terminal पे खो जाना, it is not a big deal for him या for anyone. क्यों? Let's see. That is easy to do. I have been in and out of the Grand Central hundreds of times. He is telling us that it has happened with him not only once, but hundreds of times he had faced this problem. उसे ऐसी problem बहुत बार face हुई है. He had to encountered with this problem many times in his arrival onto the Grand Central Terminal. जब भी वो आता है तो Grand Central Terminal इतना vast है, इतना huge है कि वो अपना रास्ता भूल जाता है, अपना रास्ता खो जाता है. So it's very easy to do this. What is easy to do this? To come on to the Grand Central Terminal and lose his or her way. That is very easy to do. तो चार्ली कहता है वहां आना और रास्ता भूल जाना ये बहुत ही कॉमन सी बात है. But I am always bumping into new doorways and stair corridor. He had come onto the Grand Central Station hundreds of times, and every time he feels like he is encountering with the new staircases and new doorways. वो बहुत बार आया था वहाँ पे ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल पे, बट हमेशा उसे लगता था कि जैसे उसे नए नए डोरवेज दिख रहे हैं, नई नई स्टेयरकेसेस दिख रही है. सो इट टेल्स us about the vastness of the Grand Central Terminal. Once I got into a tunnel about a mile long and came out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. These are the two experiences that he is sharing with the reader, that it had happened with him two times. Twice he had experienced these things, these experiences, these incidents which he is telling to the reader. वो अपने reader को ये दो incident बता रहा है जो उसके साथ already हो चुके थे, and he felt the vastness of the Grand Central Terminal. क्या हुआ था? Once he had lost his way. He told you earlier only that he had been lost on the Grand Central Terminal many times. बहुत बार उसके साथ ऐसा हो चुका था. That night when he is telling us that he reached on to the third level, that is no very uncommon. वो बहुत ही uncommon नहीं है, ऐसा उसके साथ होता रहता था. First experience वो हमसे share कर रहा है that once he had lost in the Grand Central Terminal, and when he came out, where was he? He was in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. So if the question is asked, how can we say that Charlie has not felt that experience first time, then you will be telling about these experiences. आप ये दो experiences लिखोगे जिससे हमें ये पता चलता है कि going on to the third level और इससे पहले ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल में खो जाना उसके लिए एक बहुत ही कॉमन सी बात थी. एंड ही इज शेयरिंग अस हिज एक्सपीरियंसेस कि वंस ही केम ऑन टू द ग्रैंड सेंट्रल टर्मिनल, लॉस्ट हिज वे, एंड व्हेन ही केम आउट ही हैज फाउंड हिमसेल्फ वेयर इन द लॉबी ऑफ द रूजवेल्ट होटल. Okay, second time what happened? Another time I came up in an office building on 46th Street. Second time when he lost his way in the Grand Central Terminal, he came out where? On 46th Street in an office building. और दूसरी बार जब वो अपना रास्ता भूला ग्रैंड सेंटर टर्मिनल में, तो वो कहाँ पे निकला आके 46th स्ट्रीट पे एक ऑफिस बिल्डिंग थी, इन दैट ऑफिस बिल्डिंग एंड विच इज 3 blocks away from the Grand Central Terminal. So ये दो एक्सपीरियंसेस उसने अपने बीच में बताए इन द वे वाइल ही वॉज गोइंग टू द थर्ड लेवल. अभी हम लोगों ने यही पढ़ा कि सेकेंड लेवल तक पहुंचा एंड आफ्टर दैट ही इज शेयरिंग हिज एक्सपीरियंसेस ऑफ बीइंग लॉस्ट ऑन टू द ग्रैंड सेंटर टर्मिनल. समथिंग आई थिंक ग्रैंड सेंट्रल इज ग्रोइंग लाइक अ ट्री, and by seeing this, by experiencing this, Charlie says that he feels that Grand Central Terminal is like a tree. Which figure of speech over here? It is a simile. Simile figure of speech has been used here. Simile. I told you in My Mother at 66. What is simile? Simile is a comparison of two different things by using a word of comparison. So here two different things have been compared. Which one? Grand Central Terminal is लाइक अ ट्री. जीसीटी को कंपेयर किया गया है, किससे कंपेयर किया गया है? ट्री से. जीसीटी किसकी तरह है? एक ट्री की तरह है. उसकी वास्टनेस एक ट्री की तरह है. जैसे उसके जो रोज रोज डेली है उसके न्यू कॉरिडोर्स एंड स्टेयरकेसेस, दे आर कमिंग like the roots of a vast tree. Okay, so I hope that the things are clear till here. He is telling us, he is narrating us experience of going on to the office visit to the third level. He had taken a turn from Vanderbilt Avenue, reached to the first level from where 20th century trains leave from first level. Then he came on the second level. There he entered into an arched doorway, moved into the subway and lost his way. And it had happened with him not only once but many times. Once he was lost his way and came out on the came out in the Roosevelt, in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel, and second time he moved out on 46th Street in an office building which is 3 blocks away from the Grand Central Terminal. Yes. There is probably a long tunnel that nobody knows about feeling its way under the city right now. Now he imagines, he feels like, उसे ऐसा लगता है that under the city, under the New York City and in Grand Central Terminal there is a long tunnel which has an exit, जिसका exit कहाँ पे है? On to the way to Times Square, or his exit is on to the way to Times Square, or where? Way to Times Square and maybe another to Central Park. He says, Charlie कहता है उसे ऐसा लगता है कि there is a long tunnel which is not known by anyone. उसे ऐसा फील होता है कि एक लॉन्ग टनल है सिटी के अंदर, दैट इज नॉट नोन बाय द कॉमन पीपल, दैट इज नॉट नोन बाय एनीवन, एंड दैट टनल हैज एन एग्जिट वेयर ईदर एट द टाइम्स स्क्वायर और एट द सेंट्रल पार्क. And maybe because for so many people through the years Grand Central has been an exit, a way of escape. And he says that many people might be coming over there in the sake of getting solitude, in the sake of getting loneliness, and it has become a medium of exit for them as well and for Charlie as well. And that is how the tunnel I got into. He says कि might be like them, I also got into that tunnel, but I never told my psychiatrist friend about that idea. But he didn't say anything, he didn't share anything with his psychiatrist friend about this idea. Which idea? That there is a long tunnel inside under the New York City which has its exit where either away to Times Square or at the Central Park. He has not shared his idea of this, he has not shared this idea with his friend Sam Venner. The corridor I was beginning. Now again come to the point, he was telling us the way visiting onto the third level. रास्ता बता रहा था. He was lost on the second level in the subway, and after that the corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward, and I thought that was wrong. The corridor, the subway in which he started moving, it had taken a turn at a specific angle. At a specific angle. Angling left means at a perfect angle. Left side he had taken a turn and then he slanting downward means slope. Slanting means slope, having a slope. So sloping downward, he moved downward and I thought that was wrong. और उससे ऐसा लगा कि वो गलत रास्ते पे जा रहा है. Till here are the things clear? वो एक सबवे में है जहाँ से कॉरिडोर में जाता है. कॉरिडोर से कॉरिडोर लेफ्ट टर्न हो जाती है एंड देन ही केम डाउन एंड आफ्टर दैट उसे वहाँ लगता है दैट ही वाज गोइंग इन अ रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन. बट आई केप्ट ऑन वॉकिंग बट ही डिडंट स्टॉप ओवर देयर. वो रुकता नहीं है वहाँ पे, चलता जाता है. All I could hear was the empty sound of my own footsteps and I didn't pass a soul. Didn't pass a soul means he was all alone in that tunnel. Not even a single soul. आदमी की तो बात छोड़ दीजिए आप, इंसान की बात छोड़ दीजिए. Not even a single soul. एक आत्मा तक नहीं थी इस कॉरिडोर में जहाँ पे चार्ली जा रहा था. And he was walking and walking and walking and I felt that he was wrong but still he was walking in one direction. Then I heard that sort of hollow roar ahead, that means open space and people talking. And after that he had heard, after walking at the some distance, कुछ दूर चलने के बाद उस कॉरिडोर में उसे लगा that there was a hollow roar, there was a sound. Hollow means open area was there at the end of the tunnel and he was able to hear the echoing sound of the people talking outside that tunnel. उसे ऐसा फील होता है कि कुछ लोग बातें कर रहे हैं और उन बातों की इको, उसके साउंड की इको चार्ली तक आ रही थी. The tunnel turned sharp left. I went down a short flight of stairs and came out on the third level at the Grand Central Terminal. And then he had taken a sharp left turn and came out the third level at the Grand Central Terminal. So it is the way to the Grand Central Terminal when it will be asked in the examination कि how did Charlie visit onto the third level. Then you will start from the office. That office, he was late night, he worked at the late night, so he was in a hurry of coming out and reaching to his house. Vanderbilt Avenue, then first level, then second level, and in second level he was lost, moved into a corridor, subway, tunnel, and then he came out on the third level. So ये जो landmarks है, ये जो points हैं, that you need to keep into your mind. You need to keep in your mind. For just a moment, I thought I was back on the second level. उसे कुछ देर के लिए ऐसा लगा. For just a moment he thought that he was back in the he was back on the second level. उसे लगा कि शायद वो second level पे आ गया है because he didn't imagine in his dream that third level belongs to the days of 1894. ऐसा उसने नहीं सोचा था कि जहाँ पे वो आया है वो कहाँ का है, वो किन दिनों का है, वो उसे पास्ट में लेके आया है जो कि 1894 के डेज हैं. But I saw the room was smaller. From here another long question, matter of the another long question has been started. यहाँ से एक और question frame होता है and the question is differentiate between first, second level and the third level. Third level and second level या first level में क्या difference है? This question is also very frequently asked in the examination. So this is also very important from here. Another long question, you must prepare it. So let's see. अभी देखते हैं कि क्या differences हैं. But I saw the room was smaller. There were fewer ticket windows and train gates. What was there? But I saw. पहले तो उसे लगा कि वो second level पे आ गया है. But then he realized something strange on that third level. उसे लगा कि कुछ तो गड़बड़ है यहाँ पे, कुछ तो strange उसे दिख रहा है. क्यों? Because the room was smaller. One room was there. He had seen a room. He had seen the room over there, and that room was smaller in size in comparison to the rooms present on the first or the second level. So first difference जो उसने realize किया, that was the room was smaller. Second comparison, there were fewer ticket windows and train gates. Second comparison, second चीज जो उसने realize की, he had seen that the ticket windows and the train gates, whichever were there, they were also fewer in number. They were also very few in number in comparison to the second level. And the information booth in the center was wood and old looking, and the information booth which was there, which was present on the third level, it was also what's the speciality about the information booth? That was made in the center, made up of wood and old looking. It was old looking type information booth which was made in the center. And the man in the booth wore a green eye shade and a long black sleeve protectors. This one more thing he had observed. He had observed the man who was present in the booth. He was wearing a green color eye shade. He was sitting over there in that booth and he was wearing green color eye shade. Eye shade means eye protector and long black sleeve protectors. In his sleeves, on his sleeves he was wearing long black color sleeve protectors. The lights were dim and sort of flickering. Then I saw why. They were open flame gas lights. And after that he had analyzed one more thing, that the lights which were present on the third level, जो lights present थी वहाँ पे, they were flickering. Flickering means going on or off. Going on or off. The lights were there, the lights which were there on the third level, they were going on or off very frequently, very oftenly, and this was because he had seen that they were open flame gas lights. So this question can be asked as a short question as well, that why was the specification in the lights present on the third level. So they were the flickering lights. Why? Because they were open gas flame lights, open flame gas lights. Protection नहीं थी उन gas lights पे, open flame थी. So that's why they were flickering due to passing of the air. Yes, let's see. This is our flow chart of Charlie's visit to the third level. I told you as well, but it will help you. You know, friends, you should always make your habit, develop a habit of making notes of important things. In that manner, at a glance you can have all the things where you can read it, from where you can memorize it. And if you will make a note, it will be easy for you only, that in a short span of time you can revise important things, all the important things of the chapter. So let's see, I told you that he came from the office, reached to taken a turn from the Vanderbilt Avenue. He was late in the office that night, reached to Vanderbilt Avenue. From here he had taken a turn. By taking a turn, he reached to the GCT, Grand Central Terminal. Then he moved down, came down, and he came on the first level. First level, speciality of first level, I told you that from the first level trains leave from one city to another city. That is the characteristic of the first level, or you can say intercity trains. Intercity trains are leaving from the first level like 20th century. Then he again came down. Then he again moved down and he went on to the second level. Second level is the place where intracity trains leave. Intracity trains means suburban trains. So he wanted to go in the suburban area, so that's why he came on to the second level. And then there what happened? He entered where? Into an arched doorway. He entered into an arched doorway. There he moved to subway, taken a left turn, lost over there, and he reached on to the third level. This is the way to the third level. This flow chart will help you in memorizing all the points, all the key points which are necessary to write the answer of the question that describe Charlie's visit. Describe Charlie's visit, or how did Charlie reach onto the third level. So let's see what were the things present over there. Now what had he seen? We had seen so many things over here. On the third level, I told you this is also very important. This is the second question, second long question, that what had he seen on the third level? क्या क्या देखा उसने third level पे? So till now we have read what had he seen over there. He had seen that room was smaller, fewer ticket windows, train gates, an information booth which was in center, made of wood, and the man who was sitting over there, he was wearing what? Green eye shade, long black sleeve protector, and the lights which were there, they were flickering light because they were open flame gas light. There were brass spittoons on the floor. Along with this, what was there? Yes. Along with this, there were brass spittoons. Brass, you know, is a type of material, and spittoons, it is a spitting pot with a funnel shaped neck. Spitting pot, they are known as spittoons. So on the third level, on the Grand Central Terminal, what were present? Brass spittoons which were made of the brass, they were kept here and there, so the public which was there, the people who were there, they should not make the floor dirty. वो floor को dirty ना करें इधर उधर spit करके. So that is why spittoons were kept over there, so that they should spit in that pot only. Spittoons, I told you that a spitting pot made up of brass. And across the station, a glint of light caught my eye. A man was pulling a gold watch from his vest pocket. Another difference he had observed, he had seen on the station a glint of light. Glint means shine. He had seen over there that shine was there, and which had caught his eyes. His eyes means Charlie's eyes. A man, what was there? A man was there on that third level, and he was pulling a gold watch. Gold watch was common in those days, but not in 1950. From where Charlie belongs to. But in the days of 1894, that was very common. So he had seen one more uncommon thing, that a man who was present on that Grand Central Station, third level, and he was taking out a gold watch from his vest pocket. Vest pocket means, vest means upper inner wear. Vest is gents' upper inner wear. And from its pocket he was taking out a gold watch. That is also unbelievable thing for Charlie. What else? He snapped open the cover, glanced at his watch and frowned. And after that, that man had taken out the watch, seen the time, and he had given an expression of anger. Frown means he had given an expression of anger. He wore a derby hat, a black 4-button suit. Very important. See the difference in attire. We had seen beforehand when I was telling you about the time, about the night when Charlie visited on the Grand Central Terminal, and that night he was wearing what kind of suit and what kind of hat? He was wearing, if you remember, tan gabardine suit with a straw hat. But he was amazed to see that the man who was there, who had taken out a gold watch, he wore a derby hat, a black 4-button suit with a tiny lapels. To make you clear about the lapels and to show you the difference in between a straw hat and a derby hat, let me show you something. Let me show you the picture, and that is, see friends, this is derby hat. This is derby hat. And I had shown you the picture of a straw hat as well. Straw hat which was made up of a straw, and that who was wearing that straw hat? Charlie. Charlie was wearing the straw hat, but when he had visited onto the third level, he had seen so many strange things. Amongst them, one is a man who had taken out the gold watch from his vest pocket. He was wearing derby hat. This is the derby hat, and for black color 4-button suit with tiny lapels. Tiny lapels. This part is known as lapels. In a coat, you must have seen the suit. Suit सबके पास होंगे, सारे जो जितने boys हैं, they must be having the suit. उसपे जो front का folded part होता है side में, that is known as lapel, and it is clear from here as well. It is known as lapel, tiny lapel. So very small lapel with This, a man who had taken out the gold, he was wearing that kind of attire which was common only in the days of 1894. So I hope that the things are clear over here. A man who had taken out the watch, he was wearing black 4-button suit with a tiny lapel, and it was totally different from what Charlie was wearing. And he had a big black handlebar mustache, and along with this he was having a handlebar mustache. What is the handlebar mustache? Let me show you this as well. So this is the handlebar mustache. This picture is to show you the handlebar mustache. Mustaches in the shape of cycle's handle. So these are known as handlebar mustache. Handlebar mustache. Okay. Again come to the part, and that is, yes. So the man who was there, he was wearing black 4-button suit with tiny lapels, derby hat and handlebar mustache. One more example of handlebar mustache. You must have seen the Captain Abhinandan. बहुत न्यूज़ में थे बिफोर फ्यू डेज. सो उनकी मुस्टैचेस भी दे आर लाइक हैंडल बार मुस्टैच. और शहीद भगत सिंह, देयर आर मेनी एग्जांपल्स ऑफ दिस. यू कैन search it by yourself as well. So he was wearing, just come to the story, he was wearing black 4-button suit, tiny lapels, derby hat, and he was having handlebar mustache. Then I looked around and saw that everyone in the station dressed like 1890 something. And after that, when he had seen around, उसे लग रहा था ऐसा क्या हो रहा है भाई, ये सब अलग थलग क्यों लग रहा है, यहाँ पे सब strange लग रहा है. And then he had observed and he had noticed that each and everyone, whoever was there, the person they were wearing, the people who were there, they were wearing a dress which was popular in 1890s. वो 20s की ड्रेस ही नहीं लग रही थी, वो सब 1890s में थे. 1890 की ड्रेस लग रही थी. I never saw so many beards, sideburns and fancy mustaches in my life. And Charlie says उसने कभी ऐसा नहीं देखा in 20th century where he belonged to, जहाँ का वो था, रियली रहने वाला था. He was in the days of 1950, but he reached in 1894. So he is saying he has not seen in his life so many mustaches. वहाँ जितने भी men थे, they all were having fancy mustaches and sideburns. What are the sideburns? Let me show you. This side hair on the face. Side hair on the face is known as sideburns. Sideburns, and they are also known as, we can say that sideburns can also be said as side whiskers. They can also be said as side whiskers. So these are the sideburns. Again move to the story. Yes, fancy mustaches in my life. So he had never seen so many fancy mustaches and sideburns on the faces of men in 20th century in 1950s. A woman walked in through the train gate. She wore a dress with leg of mutton sleeves. And now it is about the women's attire. That was also totally different. A woman who was there, she was wearing leg of mutton sleeves top, along with the skirts to the top of her high buttoned shoes. So that was the attire of a woman who was there, of a lady who was there present in 1894. That was totally different from the 20th century, means the Charlie's world. उसने देखा जब वो जो एक लेडी खड़ी थी, वो leg of mutton sleeves का top पहनी हुई थी, and she was wearing a skirt on high button shoes. So let me make you clear, leg of mutton shoes. These types of arms, these types of sleeves known as leg of mutton sleeves. Leg of mutton sleeves. Puffy sleeves. So puff is there. So these types of sleeves are known as leg of mutton sleeves. So this type of dress was there, and a lady who was there, she was wearing this leg of mutton sleeves top, skirt and high button shoes. Back of her on the tracks, I caught a glimpse of a locomotive, a very small Courier and Eves locomotive. And along with all these things, he had also observed a locomotive. He had also observed a locomotive over there, and there was a company, and the name of the company is Courier and Eves locomotive. Courier and Eves locomotive, and that was the company in the days of 1894. It was very famous in the days of 1894, and its locomotives and engines were very famous in those days. So 1894 he had observed, when he had observed that a locomotive, a engine which was made by Courier and Eves locomotive companies were very famous in the days of 1894, with a funnel shaped step. And that engine was there on the platform, that engine was there on the track, railway track, with a funnel shaped stalk. Let me make this also clear to you as well. So this is the locomotive. This is the locomotive with a funnel shape. It is a funnel shaped locomotive. Funnel shape. Okay, made by Eves and Courier company, that was very famous in the days of 1894. So these are the things observed by Charlie on the third level. So all the points must be clear to you. These are the differences that he had seen over there on the third level. Difference in the things which were there on the station, difference in the attire of men, and also difference in terms of the ladies' fashion. In terms of the ladies' fashion which was present in those days, he had observed a lots of differences over there. And इससे very important question अक्सर पूछा जाता है कि what the differences which had been observed by Charlie on the third level. Now I hope that all the things are clear to you. I tried very hard to make you clear each and everything in the form of pictures. Also I have represented each and everything which was common in 1894 or 1900. Whatever the things are there, I have presented over here. Now it is up to you, how are you going to recall all those things. My advice is just to make notes of all the things which you have read over here. Hello friends, again I am here with the next part and the last part of the story. First two parts have already been uploaded. If you have not still seen it, kindly see them first, because without seeing them you will not be able to understand the story at all. And those who have read, well and good. Let's continue with the last part of the story. So till here we had seen, यहाँ तक हमने देखा that Charlie visited on the third level. How did he visit? What were the landmarks in between? What were the differences that he had seen? We all know. Hopefully we know all the answers of the questions that I have asked right now. Okay. After that, क्या होता है? What happens next in the story? Let's see. To make sure, I walked over to a newsboy and glanced at the stack of papers at his feet. What happens? He was amazed. I told you in the second part that he was amazed by seeing so many differences on the third level. People were in different attire, room was smaller, train gates and ticket windows, they were fewer in number. So by seeing all these things, he was quite behaving, he was feeling quite strange. And to assure himself, उसे लग रहा था कि ऐसा कहाँ पे वो आ गया, in 1890 something कहीं आ गया, क्योंकि जो लोगों की ड्रेस थी वो उससे यही बता रही थी कि वो उस समय का फैशन था 1890s का. So to believe himself, to make him believe, क्या करता है वो? Let's see. To make sure, I walked over to a newsboy and glanced at the stack of papers at his feet. He went to a newsboy. उसने देखा कि वहाँ पर स्टेशन पे एक अखबार बेचने वाला बच्चा खड़ा था. He went over there to make him believe कि वो exactly किस year में है, कहाँ पे है. And he had seen it was the World. The World has it been published for years, and he had seen that the newspaper, the World was there, which was not published in the days of 1950. जहाँ 1950 का चार्ली था और उस समय द वर्ल्ड पब्लिश नहीं होता था. He had seen that that paper was there with the lead story said something about President Cleveland, and the news which was there in the newspaper The World that stated about the President Cleveland. I have found the front page since in the public library files, and it was printed June 11, 1894, and the date which was printed on the newspaper, it was June 11, 1894. So now it is seen over here from this content that Charlie was where in June 11th June 1894, in the days of 1894, and the date is 11th June. Third level पे जब पहुंचा, और third level is a medium of escape that we discussed earlier also. Third level एक medium है चार्ली के escape का, चार्ली की fantasies का, and Charlie reached to the place in his childhood days when he was living with his grandfather in the days of 1894, and the date is June 11. और ये कैसे उसे decide हुआ, ये कैसे उसे believe हुआ that he was there? By seeing the newsboy who was selling the newspaper, and when he had seen that newspaper, this date was printed on that. I turned toward the ticket windows, knowing that here on the third level at Grand Central, I could buy tickets that would take Louisa and me anywhere in the United States we wanted to go. And now he was thinking that he had a sufficient amount of money in his pocket. And in those days, the things were not so costly in 1894. 1894 में इतनी ज़्यादा महंगाई नहीं थी. The things which were there, they were cheaper in rates. चीज़ें सस्ती थी तो टिकट्स भी सस्ते होंगे. And he thought जितना भी अमाउंट है उसकी पॉकेट में, वो उससे और उसकी वाइफ ल्यूजा को यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में कहीं भी ले जा सकते हैं. He had sufficient amount of that much money कि वो वहाँ पे ट्रैवल कर सकता है यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में कहीं भी. But he wanted to go. He wanted 2 tickets for Galesburg, Illinois, but he didn't want to go anywhere. I told you Galesburg, Illinois when I told you about the narrator, that the narrator of the story or the writer of the story, Mr. Braden, he had spent his childhood in Galesburg, Illinois. So he wanted to go at the same place in the days of 1894. जब उसे कंफर्म हो गया कि वो 1894 में आ गया है, तो he thought अब वो कहाँ जाएगा? अपनी वाइफ के साथ वो गेल्सबर्ग जाना चाहता था, इलिनॉइस जाना चाहता था, जहाँ पे उसने अपने चाइल्डहुड डेज स्पेंड किए थे. Have you, and I wanted 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois. Have you ever been there? Now here in this paragraph, Charlie is narrating about the days of Galesburg, Illinois in 1894, how the people were spending their time, how they were enjoying their time with their friends, with their relatives. And 1950s में क्या होता था, टाइम ही नहीं था किसी के पास. They all were rushing to just execute their lives, अपनी lives को पूरा करने में, aims और desire को पूरा करने में लगे हुए थे. World War was also there, fear, war, worry, everything was there, so he wanted to escape. तो वो ये बताना चाह रहा है इस पैराग्राफ में कि वहाँ के days कैसे थे. So let's see, have you ever been there? It is a wonderful town still with a big old and frame houses. So just underline it. Again, one important question, that the things which were there in 1894, how were the people spending their time? This question can be asked कि what's the difference in 1894 and 1950s? कैसा टाइम था, क्या डिफरेंस था? So let's see कैसा था. गेल्सबर्ग, इलिनॉइस 1894 में the big houses were there, with the old frame big houses were there with huge lawns. 1950 तक तो अपार्टमेंट हो गए थे, छोटे छोटे अपार्टमेंट्स बने हुए थे, उनमें स्पेस नहीं था, ग्रीनरी नहीं थी. बट इन 1894 चार्ली बता रहा है गेल्सबर्ग, इलिनॉइस में देयर वर बिग ओल्ड फ्रेम हाउसेस विद ह्यूज लॉन्स एंड ट्रेमेंडस ट्रीज, एंड द ट्रीज वर इन ट्रेमेंडस वे. बहुत सारे ट्रीज थे, देयर वाज ग्रीनरी ऑल अराउंड, एंड the branches of the trees were meeting overhead and the roof of the streets. means गलियों पे, roads के किनारे किनारे बहुत huge trees, बहुत ज़्यादा ample मात्रा में, बहुत ज़्यादा quantity में trees थे. So their roof of the trees, they were meeting together and they were just framing like a roof on the street. And in 1894, summer evenings were twice as long and the people sat on their lawns. And he is telling about the attitude of the people that in 1894 क्या होता था, summer evenings जो होती थी, they were very relaxing for the people. लोगों के पास भी बहुत काफ़ी समय था, तो वो लोग समर इवनिंग्स में बाहर आके अपने लॉन्स में आराम से बैठते थे. एंड इवनिंग्स वर ऑल्सो ट्वाइस एज लॉन्ग, मीन्स ऐसा लगता था जैसे उस समय की शामें जो थी वो बहुत ज़्यादा लंबी थी. टॉकिंग क्वाइटली, द मेन स्मोकिंग सिगार्स एंड टॉकिंग क्वाइटली, द वुमेन वीविंग पाम लीफ फैंस. जो मेन थे, जो वहाँ पे जेंटलमैन थे, दे वर स्मोकिंग सिगार्स, दे वर स्पेंडिंग द टाइम टुगेदर, टॉकिंग क्वाइटली और स्मोकिंग सिगार्स. एंड द वुमेन हु वर देयर, दे वर वेविंग पाम लीफ फैंस. वो हाथ के बने हुए फैंस पाम लीफ के, उनको वेव करती रहती थी. With the fireflies all around, and natural beauty was there. Fireflies used to fly all around. The people were sitting, enjoying together with their relatives, friends and all. With the fireflies all around in a peaceful world, and the world was very peaceful. These are the characteristic of the days of 1894. सब कुछ बहुत शांत था, चारों तरफ calmness थी, happiness थी, लोग enjoy करते थे, टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा था लोगों के पास में. मेन बैठ के बाहर सिगार पीते थे एंड बातें करते थे, एंड वुमेन दे वर वेविंग द पाम लीफ फैंस. To be back there with the first world war still 20 years off and the world war second over 40 years in the future. चीज़ें इतनी शांत इसलिए थी, हैप्पीनेस इसलिए थी, because Charlie says that the days which were there, first world war which was there, it was फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर वो 20 years ऑफ. अभी फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर को होने में 20 years बाकी थे फ्यूचर में, एंड सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर को होने में अभी 40 years बाकी थे. सो दैट्स वाई देयर वर नो प्रॉब्लम इन 1894. एवरीथिंग वाज क्वाइट एंड अमेजिंग. The clerk figured out the fare. He glanced at my fancy handband, but he figured the fare, and I had enough for my 2 coach tickets one way. And he went to the ticket counter. He had asked for the tickets from for where he had asked the ticket for Galesburg, Illinois. And the person who was sitting on the ticket counter, he glanced at my fancy hat band. He glanced, उसने देखा fancy hat band because he was wearing different hat, straw hat. और उस समय में 1894 में कैसी hat पहनते थे लोग, डरबाई hat. So the person who was there, he was glancing, he was looking instantly at Charlie's fancy hat band. But he figured the fare, उसने कैलकुलेट किया फेयर को, and I had enough for my 2 coach tickets one way. और चार्ली ने काउंट किया कि उसके पास पैसा है फेयर देने के लिए, वन वे का. he had the money. But when I counted out the money and looked up, the clerk was staring at me. But when he had counted the money, calculated the money taken out from his pocket, clerk started staring at him. Why? He nodded at the bills. That aren't money, mister. And he said the money which Charlie wanted to give, that was not acceptable in the days of 1894. वो 1950 की करेंसी दे रहा था जो acceptable नहीं था 1894 में. तो क्लर्क ने बोला कि that is not money, mister. कहाँ हो तुम, ये मनी नहीं है, ये पैसा नहीं है, I am not going to accept it. He said, and if you are trying to skin me, उसने कहा कि अगर तुम मुझे चीट करना चाहते हो, skin me means चीट करना चाहते हो, then you won't get very far. Don't try to make me fool. Clerk said, you will not be able to get so far if you are trying to cheat me. This warning was given by the clerk. Clerk ने कहा कि मिस्टर मुझे चीट करना चाहते हो, अगर ऐसा है तो ज़्यादा दूर तक नहीं जा पाओगे यहाँ से. The money was old style bills, half again as big as the money we use nowadays. फिर चार्ली ने ऑब्जर्व किया the money, the bills which were there with the clerk, that money was different looking, and that was very big, as twice big as money we use nowadays. Half again as big as the money जो उन दिनों वो money use करता था 1950s में, उसका twice थी. And different looking. I turned away and got out last. there is nothing nice about Joel even in 1894. And after listening this, इतना सुनने के बाद चार्ली didn't stop over there, वो वहां पर नहीं रुका, he didn't stay over there, he went out. उसे लगा कि जेल जाना, भले ही वो 1894 की जेल हो, इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर हिम, जेल जाना अच्छी बात नहीं है, एंड ही वुड नॉट बी ट्रीटेड वेरी प्रॉपरली, सो दैट्स व्हाई ही लेफ्ट द third level with this when clerk threatened him for giving the money which was not popular in 1894. And that was that. I left the same way I came, and that was sufficient for that day. Charlie कहता है and that was that. बस इतना ही था उस दिन के लिए, and he left the same. Left the same means, the same here means the third level. He left the third level the way I came, the way he went over there, जिस रास्ते से वो वहां गया था उसी रास्ते से वो वापस लौट आया, because he didn't have old currency. I suppose next day during lunch hour I drew $300 out of the bank, nearly all we had, and bought old style currency. Next day what did he do? He thought again visiting to the third level, so that is why he wanted to arrange the money, old currency bill, so that's why he had taken out $300. उसने अपने $300 निकाले बैंक से जो उसकी सेविंग थी और उसको चेंज कराया ओल्ड स्टाइल करेंसी बिल में. That really worried my psychiatrist friend, and he told this to his psychiatrist friend as well कि उसने ये देखा वहाँ पे और अब वो मनी एक्सचेंज कराने आया. All the things were known to his psychiatrist friend. You can buy old money at almost any coin dealer, but you have to pay a premium. और वो कहता है ये बहुत आसान सी बात है, आप किसी भी कॉइन डीलर से मिलके आप करेंसी चेंज करा सकते हो ओल्ड डॉलर्स ओल्ड करेंसी में. इट इज नॉट अ बिग डील, बस आपको थोड़ा सा प्रीमियम जो भी उनकी फीस है, जो भी उनका चार्ज है, दैट यू नीड टू गिव. माई $300 bought less than 200 in old style bill. उसका जो $300 था जब उसने करेंसी चेंज कराया इन ओल्ड स्टाइल, इन 1894 करेंसी स्टाइल, तो दे हैड बिकम 200. 300 से 200 आ गए. But I didn't care. Eggs were 13 cents a dozen in 1894. But वो कहता है he didn't care about it. उसका amount जो था वो कम हो गया था. But the things were very cheaper. They were at the cheaper rate in 1894. So that's why Charlie was satisfied. And he had told all this thing to Sam as well. But I have never again found the corridor that leads to the third level, Grand Central Station, although I have tried often enough. But he had got changed his currency as well. $300 का उसे 200 bills मिले ओल्ड करेंसी में, but unfortunately he was not able to find that corridor which was leading to the third level. उसे वो कॉरिडोर कभी मिली नहीं उसके बाद जो उसे थर्ड लेवल में लेके जाती. Louisa was pretty worried when I told her all this and didn't want me to look for the third level anymore. Louisa, his wife, was worried about this, about her husband, about the thing that her husband told him about the told her about the third level. लूजा को थोड़ी सी चिंता हो रही थी, उसे जो भी बताया चार्ली ने थर्ड लेवल के बारे में, तो she got worried and she asked him not to go, not to search for the third level. उसने अपने हस्बैंड से मना किया कि you just don't go for looking the third level anymore. And after a while I stopped, and on this request of his wife he stopped looking for the third level. इतना हुआ स्टोरी में, और अपने वाइफ के रिक्वेस्ट करने के बाद फिर उसने थर्ड लेवल को सर्च करना बंद कर दिया, स्टॉप कर दिया. I went back to my stamps and he went back. He again went back to his stamp collection. सैम ने पहले ही बताया था स्टैम्प कलेक्शन वाज अ हैबिट व्हिच वाज आल्सो इंडिकेटिंग दैट ही वांटेड टू एस्केप फ्रॉम द रियलिटी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. वो कहता है थर्ड लेवल तो उसने देखना बंद कर दिया, उसकी सर्च बंद कर दी, बिकॉज हिज वाइफ वाज प्रेटी वरीड, बट ही अगेन फाउंड हिज वे इन द स्टैम्प कलेक्शन. वो अपना अगेन स्टैम्प कलेक्शन में जुट गया, स्टैम्प कलेक्शन में इन्वॉल्व हो गया. बट now we were both looking every weekend because now we have proof that the third level is still there. But after that something has happened, something strange thing has happened. After that thing, after the happening of that thing, Charlie and his wife, they both were looking for the third level. इससे पहले हमने देखा यहाँ तक कि उसने सर्च बंद कर दी उसकी वाइफ के कहने से और अपना अटेंशन डाइवर्ट किया स्टैम्प कलेक्शन पे। बट फिर कुछ ऐसा हुआ कि चार्ली और उसकी वाइफ दे बोथ वर लुकिंग फॉर द थर्ड लेवल और उनके पास प्रूफ था किसका, एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ द थर्ड लेवल। सो लेट्स सी ऐसा क्या हुआ, ऐसा स्ट्रेंज क्या हुआ। माय फ्रेंड सैम वेनर डिसअपीयर्ड। That strange thing was this, that उसका friend Sam Venner was disappeared from 1950s. 1950s से गायब हो गया था and no one knew where he was. कोई नहीं जानता था वो कहाँ चला गया. But I sort of suspected because Sam is a city boy and I used to tell him about Galesburg. But Charlie had a suspicion. क्या सस्पेक्शन था उसके दिमाग में, चार्ली को ऐसा लगता था that Sam was a city boy and he used to tell about his childhood days about Galesburg, Illinois to Sam's quite often. वो अक्सर उसे बातें बताया करता था गेल्सबर्ग के बारे में कि वहाँ बड़े बड़े घर है, ह्यूज लॉन्स है, हम लोग बहुत आराम से रहते थे इन चाइल्डहुड डेज, ऑल द थिंग्स. तो ही थॉट सैम वेंट टू गेल्सबर्ग इलिनॉइस इन द डेज ऑफ 1894 एंड सैम वाज आल्सो लाइक he was also fascinated about Galesburg, Illinois. तो ये conclusion चार्ली निकालता है कि might be Sam went to 1894. अब ये प्रूफ कैसे होता है कि सैम 1894 में चला गया? Let's see. Because one night fussing with my stamp collection I found. Charlie says further, क्योंकि एक रात when he was with his stamp collection, when he was looking his stamp collection, what happened? I found a first day cover. He found an envelope. And this question here, one short question can be formed. What is a first day cover? What is a first day cover? That is very important. You must know the answer. When a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy some and use them to mail envelopes to themselves on the very first day of the sale. I hope that the things are clear to you. Underline this and write it somewhere in your copy as well. What is the first day cover? And answer is this. First day cover is those who are crazy for collection of the stamps. जिनको stamp collection की habit होती है, तो जब भी नया stamp issue होता है, they used to purchase them. उस समय वो उनको परचेज करते थे and after that they used to mail by taking one envelope, blank envelope, and mailing by posting the stamp on that envelope to themselves only, so that they could get the postmark which had a proof of the date. जो स्टैम्प कलेक्टर्स हैं वो क्रेजी होते हैं स्टैम्प कलेक्शन के, जो जब भी नया स्टैम्प इशू होता है वो स्टैम्प खरीदते हैं, उसके बाद एक एनवेलप पे उसे लगा के उसको मेल कर देते हैं, खुद को ही अपने आप को वो मेल करते हैं, सो दैट उस एनवेलप के ऊपर जो स्टैम्प लगा है उस पे पोस्ट मार्क आ जाए जिस पे डेट का प्रूफ होता है कि यस वो उसी दिन परचेज किया गया है. सो दैट इज द फर्स्ट डे कवर. इट इज नोन एज द फर्स्ट डे कवर एंड यूज देम टू मेल एनवेलप टू देमसेल्फ. दे परचेज whoever is crazy for the stamp collections, whenever a new stamp is issued, the stamp collectors purchase that stamp and use it to mail the envelope to themselves. But उस envelope में, उस paper में वो कुछ लिखते नहीं है. That is a pretty blank paper because they are mailing to themselves. तो कुछ लिखने की जरूरत नहीं and that is for only collection of the stamp. तो वो अपना first day covers देख रहा था grandfather के. Grandfather started this habit only and he was continuing with this that we have read in the starting only. तो वही collection को वो search कर रहा था and उसे क्या मिलता है? The envelope is called a first day cover. They are never open. You just put a blank paper in the envelope. That I told you that they are known as the first day cover. और वो कभी open नहीं किए जाते क्योंकि खुद ही person अपने आप को mail करता है. That night among my oldest first day covers, I found one that shouldn't have been there. उस दिन उसे एक first day cover मिला जो वहाँ पर पहले नहीं था, which had no existence beforehand. He found a first day cover in his collections. So, but there it was. It was there because someone had mailed it to my grandfather at his home in Galesburg. और उस पे जो एड्रेस था, उस पे जो डेट थी, उससे लग रहा था कि किसी ने उसके ग्रैंडफादर को मेल किया है. That is what the address on the envelope said, and it had been there since July 1894. और वो वहाँ पर 18 जुलाई 1894 मीन्स उसके ग्रैंडफादर के टाइम से कलेक्शन में था, बट चार्ली कह रहा है ही हैड नॉट सीन इट बिफोर, उसे इससे पहले वो नहीं दिखा. सो लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द मिस्ट्री बिहाइंड इट. द पोस्टमार्क शोड दैट येट आई डिडंट रिमेंबर इट एट ऑल. पोस्टमार्क तो यही दिखा रहा था कि वो 18 जुलाई का था 1894, बट चार्ली ने इससे पहले ही हैड नॉट सीन दैट पोस्टमार्क. The stamp, he had not seen that first day cover. The stamp was a 6 cent dull brown with a picture of President Garfield. स्टैम्प जो था उसके ऊपर वो 6 cent का था, डल ब्राउन कलर का था, and the picture of President Garfield was there on it. Naturally, when the envelope came to Granddad in the mail, it went right into his collection and stayed there till I took it out and opened it. The paper inside was in black. It read. But the mystery was that the envelope already, I told you that they, whoever is collecting the stamp, वो अपने आप को blank envelope, blank paper रख के post करता है. But there was a paper inside it and something was written on it. It was not a blank paper. वो blank paper नहीं था, कुछ लिखा हुआ था. क्या लिखा हुआ था? Let's see. Charlie, I got to wishing that you were right. And that was written by Sam Venner. That letter was written by Sam Venner. That is the mystery over here. उसे जो फर्स्ट डे कवर मिला वहाँ पे अपने ग्रैंडफादर के कलेक्शन में, जो पहले कभी नहीं था, that Charlie says, ऐसा चार्ली कह रहा है कि इससे पहले उसने कभी नहीं देखा था, but there on that day it was there, and वो blank नहीं था, उस पर कुछ लिखा हुआ था. क्या लिखा था? Charlie, I got to wishing that you were right. सैम कहता है कि he wanted to wish Charlie that he was right about his theory of the third level. वो कहता है चार्ली तुम सही थे, then I got to believing you were right. और फिर वो बिलीव करता है, वो कहता है कि पहले तो मैं सिर्फ विश कर रहा था, लेकिन अब मैं तुम्हारी बातों पे बिलीव करता हूँ कि थर्ड लेवल, देयर इज एन एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ द थर्ड लेवल. एंड चार्ली, इट इज ट्रू, आई फाउंड द थर्ड लेवल, आई हैव बीन हियर 2 weeks. वो बोलता है चार्ली को कि नाउ आई हैव फाउंड ओवर हियर एंड आई एम हियर फॉर द 2 weeks. 2 हफ्तों से मैं यहाँ पे हूँ थर्ड लेवल पे. सैम इज सेइंग दिस. And right now, down the street at the Delhi's, someone is playing a piano and he is telling about the beautiful days over there, peacefulness and calmness over there. वो कहता है कि just some people are there. He was describing the things which were going on over there. Delhi, someone is playing piano. कुछ लोग वहाँ पे piano बजा रहे हैं. Someone was playing piano over there, and they all are out on the front porch singing Nelly Home, and they were enjoying, they were singing Seeing Nelly Home. It is a song in the days of 1894. It's a very popular American song which was sung in the days of 1894. 1894 में ये song बहुत popular था. I was seeing Nelly's home. तो कहता है यहाँ पे सब लोग piano बजा रहे हैं और porch में बैठे हुए हैं. They were singing together and I am invited over for lemonade. और कहता है कि मुझे वहाँ उन लोगों ने बुलाया है हाउस पे लेमनेड पार्टी के लिए. Come on back, Charlie and Louisa. Keep looking till you find the third level. It is worth it. Believe me. और उनको भी इनवाइट करता है सैम. चार्ली और ल्यूजा को बोलता है you must be looking for the third level. तुम अपना एफर्ट्स जो है वो कंटिन्यू रखो. One day you will get the third level because it is true that there is an existence of the third level. So don't get tired of looking for it. Just look for it, and you also come and join me because I am enjoying over there. These are the words of Sam. That note is signed Sam, and that note was signed by Sam Venner, his psychiatrist friend, Dr. Sam Venner, who had given the observation about Charlie's visit to the third level. See the date, 18 July 1894, month of July. And when Charlie visited on the third level, it was the month of June. So there is a difference of these many days. All the stamp and coin store I go to, I found that Sam bought $800 worth of old style currency. And when Charlie went, after finding this letter, he again went to the shop of that currency changing shop. He went over there और उसे पता चलता है कि सैम ने $800 को चेंज कराया था ओल्ड स्टाइल करेंसी में, that ought to set him up in a nice little hay feed and grain business. That is very important. What was Charlie doing over there in 1894, can be asked, and why did he do that? So why, you will get the answer afterward. But क्या कर रहा था, that is he had set up a business of hay feed and grain business. वहाँ पे चारे की and feed की animals के लिए उसने अपना एक business डाल दिया था. He had left the job of psychiatrist. He always said that is what he really wished he could do. और ऐसा सैम ने ही उसे बताया था that he was interested in doing this business rather than being a psychiatrist that he was in 1950s. So that was the Charlie's observation. Charlie ने कहा, Charlie वहाँ पे जाता है शॉप के करेंसी चेंजिंग शॉप पे, एंड ही फाउंड दैट जो सैम था, ही रिसेंटली हैड चेंज्ड $800 इनटू द ओल्ड करेंसी बिल. एंड उसे पता चलता है कि 1894 में he had set up his own business of hay feed and grain. He always said that was what he really wished he could do, and he certainly can't go back to his old business, not in Galesburg, Illinois in 1894. And he did set up this business. He had set up this business just because in 1894 psychiatrist was not required in those days, because the days were peaceful, people were happy, so there was no requirement of psychiatrist in 1894. कोई भी जरूरत नहीं थी, मेंटल इलनेस थी नहीं, तो साइकेट्रिस्ट का कोई काम नहीं था वहाँ पे. So that's why he left his job and he had set up a business of hay feed and grain business in 1894. Not in Galesburg, Illinois in 1894. His old business, why Sam was my psychiatrist. And the story ends with a mystery, that how has Sam disappeared from 1954. So it might be a Charlie's hallucination also. It might be Charlie's imagination as well, because we found the proof. We can find the proof somewhere. For example, here it is written that Sam told Charlie about his interest, his visiting to Galesburg, Illinois. Whenever Charlie told Sam about his days spent in Galesburg, Illinois, जब चार्ली ने उसे अपने डेज के बारे में बताया, अपने चाइल्डहुड के बारे में बताया, उसने सैम का फैसिनेशन देखा. उसे पता था कि सैम जो है फैसिनेटेड है उस जगह पे जाने के लिए जहाँ पे पीस है, कामनेस है. सो ही created one more imagination, third level का imagination, hallucination, fantasy, whatever you want to say, you can say. जो भी था चार्ली का एक imagination था, तो उसने ये चीज भी, सैम की visit भी might be the imagination of Charlie only. So now the chapter is over. I hope you just read the chapters, read this chapter and read the questions as well. You will be able to find each and every answer which of the question that have been written over here. So just go through it. Chapter is completed, and if there is any problem, you can contact me. Thank you.